Mr. President.
To conduct a very brief rituals of presentations, that which have been specifically designed only for men and women whom we have subjected their personality and leadership to test in our own way. We are such a very highly sophisticated anti-corruption non-governmental organization that in the first instance have nothing to do with people or individual we are perceived to be morally bankrupt in service delivery to Nigerian people. We do not have connection with such persons in the first instance because of the way we work. We are secret investigators. Secret in the sense that we have since discovered that we live in a country where even when public officials are being assessed or appraised, they are being consulted before such exercise is being conducted. And in the process, compromise and influences can come in. We take our subject by surprise by following you quietly of your activities, whether or not you are ethically inclined or you are ethically derailing, whether you could be that person we can define as an ethical leader or a ruler. Because these are two different things when it comes to representative leadership. This is what we do. Our whistleblowers, with the capacity of 1,500 whistleblowers recruited across the entire local government in the country, we are better positioned to be able to determine who does what, where, how, and when. Well-structured organization. Questionnaires are being distributed. Opinion polls are being conducted. Interview sessions with the informant is equally effected. Where possible, projects or budgets of government as passed by National Assembly or State Assembly as sent to by Chief Executive is being tracked. This is because the three most strategic responsibility that has capacity to make and mar a nation is embedded in the Parliament. The lawmaking, the conduct of oversight responsibility, as well as control of public funds. We have discovered within the period under review that even some legislators in states and even some part of National Assembly members are also involved in several influences of government project implementations across the states of the Federation. So we are on the neck of anybody who is found to be morally bankrupt. The same way we quietly get our fact about you is the same way we go quietly on the ground and do what we need to do as a complementary role towards ensuring that we have a country that is corrupt-free and ethically sound for generations yet unborn. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our coming here today is not because Honorable Chisom is one of the most finest faces in the Parliament, not because of your wealth. We are here because of your character and your conduct. We thank you for not disappointing this generation, because some of those within this age bracket have become a disappointment and societal liabilities, because they also aid and abet the old ones who have rendered our country useless and our economy a crawling economy. We now live in a country where people live in a state of insomnia, state of sleeplessness, not because they are sick, but because of the thinking of how to meet up with the current economic reality of our country. Congratulations. Today, we are presenting to your constituency office what we refer to as certificate of credence. It's one of these constituency office that is alive to its responsibility. And we have seen you in character and conduct worthy to be given or inducted, enlisted in our integrity icons of Nigeria. Henceforth, a letter of authority will be given you. We want to be seeing our honorific award title in your name, IION, after we are done with the rituals today, meaning integrity icons of Nigeria. In these integrity icons of Nigeria are the like of His Excellency, the former Commonwealth Secretary General is there, Emeka Anyaoku, is in our Hall of Fame. We have the like of Dr. Aruma Ote, immediate past Vice President and Treasurer of World Bank in our Hall of Fame. We have the like of His Imperial Majesty, the Alaafin Oyo, who happened to be the Chairman of Oyo State National Council in our Hall of Fame. The Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, is in our Hall of Fame. The like of distinguished Senator Enyinanya Baribe is in our Hall of Fame. Chief Emeka Anyaoku is there in our Hall of Fame. We have the like of Mrs. Betty Apiafi, I think a senator from the state, if I'm not mistaken, also in our Hall of Fame, to mention a few. These are people whom we have subjected their leadership to our integrity test, and they have been in our Hall of Fame. Welcome, Your Excellency, Ambassador of Ethics and a Global Citizen of Conscience. Shall we rise while we do the rituals that brought us here? Amongst the top 100 highly rated, most ethically responsible members of the Federal House of Representatives, we have discovered within the period under review, doing well to our ethical standard. And I hereby declare you a gold medalist in legislative business. We are not going to be shaking today. Welcome, sir, into our Hall of Fame as our own Ambassador of Ethics and a man of conscience. Thank you very much. Today, we present to the Tai Eleme Oyimbo Federal Constituency Office this certificate of credence that enlists among these 100 that have been found to be ethically sound in community service delivery. Thank you. Here is our letter of authority to bear our honorific award title of IION, Integrity Icon of Nigeria. And here you have your ethical leadership and conduct compliance certificate. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry for your time, please.
Recognize the presence of the leader of this delegation, Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation, ably represented by a very powerful delegation led by a Crown Prince, ethicist, Prince Sali Musa Yakubu. I want to welcome you, and you are entourage to this office. Happens to witness today's occasion. We have in our presence here this afternoon former caretaker chairman of Obiakpo local government area, Rivers State, Honorable Chikodi Dike. Honorable Chikodi Dike is the former chairman of Obiakpo local government area council in Rivers State, and also presently the leader of APC in Obiakpo local government of Rivers State. We have also Sir Honorable Kingsley Fubara Hart. He is the former permanent secretary in Rivers State and EFA of Rivers State Government House. He said our list. We have also former House of Assembly member, Rivers State, Honorable Charles Anyawo. He's here with us. Also we have Honorable Lawson Osayotin, a businessman resident here in Abuja. He's also here in our midst. And of course I have my staff. I have my SMA Barrister Joseph. I'm here. Okay, Ishako. I have Barrister Bright Wenda, one of my essays, and I have the media team. We have Miss Sandra, who is one of the media correspondents in the National Assembly, and a host of others who are not present here in this room, but also working towards making sure that today's event, went well. I want to welcome the delegation that came today to confirm me with this honor. Frankly speaking, I've not met them for the first. This is my first time of meeting them, especially the leader who has been communicating with me. It was just a little above a month ago that someone called me. I was sitting on this chair, and I got a call one afternoon, and he introduced himself and told me that I've been nominated for award. He explained what the award was for and the reason they nominated me. He cited a lot of instances, and I was listening, because before then I do get a lot of calls, nominations for award and so on and so forth. It's not all of them that I like to take, so, and I was thinking, because the things he said as he enumerated here today concerning their modus operandi, their approach in gathering their information and their investigations and appraisal. And I was wondering, how they came about knowing my activities when I was in the State Assembly, the projects I did, and of course, presently the National Assembly. That's okay. So we continued that conversation, and then he proposed that they would want to come to Abuja for the award. So all the while, I've been very busy with other engagements. So incidentally, last week we agreed to meet today. I said yes, I'll be in Abuja, and here they are, and I'm meeting him for the first time, and we are interacting. I want to thank you for distinguishing me amongst others to be honored, with this award. I accept this award on behalf of my constituency, because they are the reason why I'm here today. They gave me the platform and of course the motivation. Whatever I do, whether on the floor of the house or outside of the floor of the house, is being motivated and prepared by my constituents. The expectations they have from me, and of course the promises that we made, the motivation behind me accepting the responsibility to contest for this office. So that's why sometimes when we have challenges as a result of this office, I tell people it's expected, because in the first instance, for you to accept to contest election, you must expect that there will be challenges given our political terrain and the challenges that we have. So I have been discharging that duty to the best of my ability, but most importantly with the support of my constituency. So this award today is not for Honorable Chisom Promise Dike, but for the people of Eleme Oyibo Anti-Federal Constituency. And I accept this award on their behalf, taking this award as a further call, as a motivation for me to continue to do what I am doing. In my place, there is an adage that says, when you are told, well done in what you are doing, it means that what you are doing is good, so it's encouraging you to do more. So this award today has actually encouraged me that someone somewhere or some people somewhere are watching, what I am doing, because sometimes you do the things you do and you get criticisms, and you get, people, not everybody will like you, not everybody will be, happy with what you are doing. So you get those things. For me, when I get criticisms, and not from my people, I see it also as a wake-up call, because there might be some things they are saying or they are seeing that I'm not seeing, but sometimes people present their criticism in different ways, maybe born out of hatred, jealousy, or, just because they don't like you. But sometimes I pick some of those things they say, whether it is an enemy or someone who doesn't like me says those things to me. I pick, substance from what they say and try to see how I can, get better. But when you get encouragement by way of award, by way of appreciation, and by way of encouragement, it also kind of stimulates you. So I want to thank you for finding me worthy to bear this title today. My promise to you is that I will not let this institution down. I will not let you down, because just like every politician, once you occupy a position, it means that you have presented yourself to the public to x-ray you, both your private life and your public life. People delve into your private life, but because you are occupying a public position, people will definitely look into your private life. So whenever you occupy the position, you have to be very, very careful in your conduct, in your activities. So I want to thank you for adding more responsibility to me, because I'm not adding more title to the one I'm already bearing, which is already overbearing for me. But it's also like encouragement to say continue to do what you are doing. And I want to thank you, and also to say that I am now an ambassador of this institution, and therefore will also have added to your whistleblowers team to help further the campaign for good governance and leadership. And I want to assure you that we'll continue to do that. So collectively we'll be able to do get to that point where Nigerians will begin to have faith and confidence in leadership. Because today Nigerians have lost hope in the political leadership. It becomes even difficult, even as an individual, when you try your best for you to make them believe that you are different. It is not easy, the position we occupy. People don't know. I thank God some of my colleagues and brothers here, they've been here, so they understand better. Even when they see people criticize government officials, they just laugh at those people. The position you occupy, the way government or governance is structured in our country, Nigeria, is such that encourages the participants, the players in the political process to go the other paths than encouraging them to do the right thing. It is structured in such a way that the temptation is it is easy for you to join the league of those who are doing those things that are not expected. So for you to have that integrity, have that consciousness to say no, I must do the right thing, it is very, very difficult given the circumstance that we find ourselves, given the political structure that we find ourselves. So I believe that with what you are doing and with what a lot of other people are doing, there are a lot of good people in governance, no doubt about that. It is not everybody, but just because it is overwhelming the number of persons in governance that do those things that are not supposed to be done. So I want to tell you that there is still hope for Nigeria. There is still hope for this our country. And continue to do what you are doing to encourage those in governance, because sometimes people get discouraged and depressed when they try their best and the little they do are not appreciated. It's always condemnation, criticisms, and so on and so forth. So sometimes people give up. Say, you know what, okay, I can't kill myself. I'm not Nigeria. I can't make Nigeria better. I've been in conversation with some of my colleagues who say there's nothing you can do. We came in here first month here in the National Assembly, and we're having a conversation among my colleagues. And I was talking about the ills, and he told me that, my brother, what do you think we can do? That the Nigeria is not getting better. There's nothing we can do. And I sat back and looked at it like, seriously? So you can imagine the impression already in the minds of Nigerians. So what it means is that the motivation most times could be that let me just take this platform and see what I can do for myself and my family. Then if I have the opportunity, I can help my people, if need be. You find yourself in a system where you are not encouraged. You find yourself in a system where your position as a legislator, yes, making laws, oversight, and also to advocate, to attract projects to your constituency. But you find yourself in a system where the executive, those that are responsible with implementation, will not even listen to you. Even with your exalted position, they will not listen to you. So what do? So you find other means of getting things done. So that's how you find yourself, in doing what other people are doing to survive. So it's unfortunate, but that's the truth in our country, Nigeria. But we'll continue to try our best to see what we can do, contribute to our quota. But I'm strongly believe I'm a proponent of those that believe that it will get better in this country. So I want to encourage your Center for Ethics to continue to encourage politicians, identify with them, and in doing that, I believe that one day will find one person that is embedded in him these morals, that will find himself in a position of authority, a governor, a president, and so on and so forth. Through that person, will bring about change. Because I believe that this change will come from the top. Because once the body language of the leadership says this is the way it's supposed to be, everybody will fall in line. So I believe there is a hope for us in this country. We'll continue to push. Thank you once more for coming. Thank you for this honor. I appreciate you, myself, my staff, my constituency. We appreciate you for encouraging us to continue to do what we are doing and even get better. I remember when we were talking, I don't know who called me off, whether it was you, bettering the lot in my constituency, whether in terms of capacity training, adding value to my people. I so much was interested in that aspect. So since you say that you still have time for that, I will partner with you, in anything that will help, bring about, capacity building, training of teachers in my constituency, whatever you can do to add value to my constituency, because everything is not about constituency projects. And even in the constituency project that everybody is always talking about, thank God I have a lawmaker here and those that have been in government. People think that when you come here, whether the state assembly or national assembly, when they say national assembly members or honorable members have constituency projects, I want to put it because I'm on camera. Constituency project, nobody gives you money or fund to go and do constituency projects. You know the process. You can only nominate constituency projects, those things you feel that your people need, that are within the envelope of what has been structured for your constituency. And then when that is approved, it will be routed through an agency or ministry, and those ministries will advertise such job and award to their own contractor. It is your responsibility, because you know that you have generated a project, to follow up and ensure that the contractor does that job in their constituency. That is how constituency project goes. But unfortunately, again, some people also manipulate, influence, and then we all know what happens. But we'll continue to see in every little opportunity that we'll have, whether through constituency project, whether through dialogue with the executive or agencies that can do something different in your constituency. We'll make sure that whatever that is approved, whether from the area of the agencies or through your constituency project, that those things are implemented for the good and benefit of our people. We'll continue to push that, and hopefully partnering with you. There are a lot of things I'm looking forward to doing with you in terms of capacity building for my people. I want to thank you, thank my brothers, everybody that have witnessed today. I give God the glory. I give him the honor, because I wasn't expecting this honor this way. But today, with the presence of the caliber of people that are here today, and incidentally who happens to come from my state, I feel more honored, because for them, they also are very, very proud of me and what I'm doing. And for them to even be in this office means that they are very proud of me and to witness today. God Almighty, who brought you all the way from your station, will also take you back to your destination, and looking forward to collaborating with you in the future. Thank you, and God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be impressed by your leadership. This organization have approved that 100 teachers in each of the local governments that made up your constituency shall be trained on expected ethical conduct, and the latest model that is used in classroom administration and student management.
When I was the caretaker committee chairman in my region, I think somehow I got an award. And this organization, frankly speaking, has not just me, or not just me coming here, I think it's one of an outstanding one. And presently in my office in Port Harcourt, I think the certificate is boldly on my table there. I want my friends and others here, we want to say a big thank you for making it possible to come here to honor our friend and brother here who is Honorable Chisom promised Dike. We wish you well. We want to say a big thank you. We want to also wish you a safe journey back to your station. God Almighty will continue to be with you people. God Almighty, who has given you the wisdom to honor those that honor deserve, will continue to give you more wisdom, will strengthen you, and you will go back in peace. All this we say through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.